Hello, how are you? In France, the Summer Olympics are held, and I'm sure, along with other sport events and the summer events in the talking about in the northern hemisphere where I live, people are having a little sleep, I guess, just a little. Or I would say less sleeping time than usual because many people are listening to radio, watching YouTube or television to enjoy those summer events. Well, for me personally, I wish I can have, uh, well, first of all, money to get away and somewhere and forget about work, daily life, and just to have a nice vacation if I could. Unfortunately, that's not the reality in my life today. Well, nevertheless, let's study. Today's first idiom is to live it up. That's exactly what I need, though. It means to live in luxury or spend freely. For example, I wish I could say, oh, let's go to France for 2 weeks. Well, if I could, 2 months and live it up. It sounds very nice. Okay, next sentence is after getting a large inheritance, my brothers and sisters will live up for live it up for years because they don't have to worry about money because they received a lot of money. Not to me. Okay. The next uh, idiom is to do a snow job. It means a cajole. It means to deceive another person. Means to lie and make the person believe your lies. Also, it means to snow someone. Well, it means to deceive someone, of course. For example, okay, years ago, it really happened to me. His name was Kenneth, and he claimed to be my business partner. Well, right after college, I wanted to establish some kind of like a cultural company, you know, but I was deceived. I sending money for like 2 years, every month, little by little by little. And I ordered things which can be used as costume or stage aids on the concert or stages. And, I did a lot of things, but Kenneth really snowed me. And I believed every word he said and he promised. But he finally confessed that he had been lying for years. But then it was too late for me because by that time I lost everything I had. So it was a very difficult, also bitter experience for me, but I learned, well, never trust anyone who don't know very well. So after that, I had to go to Canada. And again, I went back to Los Angeles in California and I started to study again and I started to make my living again, but working very hard I could not become a full-time student. Always being a part-time student because I had to work. That was a very difficult, but I'm glad I could do it. Okay. Another sentence using to do a snow job. For example, let's say the car salesperson who was a brother of my friend, well, who sold a large, old, but cool-looking car to me. I bought it. But unfortunately, it ended up me in a bad car accident, which made me stay in the hospital for 3.5 years with 22 surgical operations. And I had to change my career. I used to do dancing and singing on the stage professionally for 10 years. And that big accident ended all that. And I had to go back to school and learn different things to find a new kind of job. That was a pretty bitter and hard experience to go through and understand. That happened last century. Now, next idiom is to have a voice in. La 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 la. It means to have some share, saying, or direction in something. For example, okay, the part-time teachers, especially teaching English in this country, in Japan, trying to get a voice in the salary raising matters. But the companies that we work for ignore the matter. And it's been like that for many, many, many years. And still, part-time teachers' salary remains exactly the same as 40 years ago. Can you believe it? My goodness, 40 years ago, of course, I wasn't here yet. But everything else is getting more expensive. And the Japanese people's hourly rate or salary or money they make raise, but not ours. I think that's their discrimination against foreigners. And that makes me upset, and sometimes I feel a little bit angry about that. I have a lot of resentment over that matter. Okay, next sentence. Let's say, I don't think my neighbor upstairs understands that I have a voice in complaining against them because they make noises day and night. They just don't understand that people are living downstairs. So I'm thinking about moving out of this apartment. The reason is that. Plus, another reason is that my landlord would not do anything about it. So I'm fed up, and I can't wait to get out of here as soon as possible. So I will try this summer. Please wish me a luck. Thank you. Today's words. The first one is unite. It means join together or become one. For example, the 13 colonies united to form one country or nation called the United States of America in 1776. It started with 13 states. But now, how many states are there? Many people answered me there were 51. Well, I'm sorry, wrong. There are 50 states in the United States of America. And the newest one is Hawaii states. And the second newest is Alaska. All right. Okay. Another sentence. Okay. Matrimony unite two people. Matrimony means, let's say, wedding. Now, another sentence. America and Russia were united against a common enemy in the World War II. But now they seem to see one another as their enemy. Isn't that sad? Okay, next word is cease. It means to stop. For example, oh, I'd better cease trying to do more than I can. Let's say, all the whispering and talks in the audience ceased when the curtain went up. It's ready to appreciate the orchestra or the stage or the concert or the drama. Yes. Okay. Those are the words. And that's for all for today. Take care of yourself. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.